Hi everyone, welcome to day 59 of my daily challenge, which is to train and learn. Today is Wednesday the 2nd of February 2022. The training for today has been early morning row down the beach in a bit of a stormy, windy morning, which is unusual for the heat wave we've been having. So that was a bit of a challenge, that was good. The thought for the day is about getting results through mental rehearsal. And there's a classic story which a lot of people have probably heard about. A colonel was a prisoner of war in Vietnam, Colonel Hall. He was a prisoner of war for 7 years, I believe, and before he went to war, he was a pretty good golfer. He was on a handicap of 4, and he used to play on his local golf course quite a bit. Anyone that's played golf knows that a handicap of 4 is really good, and it's well above what I would get. So yeah, quite a really good golfer, prisoner of war for 7 years, trapped away in a prison camp. Lucky to survive that. A lot of people didn't. So he survived it, and then when he's coming home, he stopped at his local golf course, and he wanted to play a game of golf. And he played the game of golf, played all 18 holes, and he got a handicap of 4 after 7 years locked away. And what he'd been doing in his time to keep himself sane was every day he would go through that golf course in his mind. He would go and hit a full game of golf on the golf course from things that he knew from his past. So he would visualise basically the whole game, and then the next day he'd do it again. It would keep him sane, and it actually helped him work on his golf and really stick to exactly the same score and exactly the same skills, and kept his ability that he had, although physically I'm sure he would have been pretty smashed, pretty depleted from his time in the prison camp, but mentally he was still playing that game of golf and practicing every day. So incredibly, he got the same handicap from many years before without having touched a single golf club. So visualization, a lot of people use it. It's great in sports for, footballers will use it for kicking goals, and when you're not out physically practicing, rehearsing, whatever it may be, to just spend 5 or 10 minutes mentally going through what it is, and ideally, yes, first you need to learn the skill the right way so that you're visualising the right way. It's the same as if you're physically practicing. Proper practice makes you better. If you're practicing the wrong thing, then you're getting better at doing the wrong thing. So yeah, as you improve, you add visualising to your physical preparation, and it's basically just another element. So we used to use it a fair bit with shooting weapons with the tactical response group. So you'd go through plenty of drills during the day, and then if I wasn't going to get to shoot one day, or miss out, I'd just maybe when I was loading my weapon or things like that, I would just visualise and just try practice and run through what I would do if I was nice accurate shooting, and then sure enough get back to the range. And because you've been thinking about these things and in your mind practicing the right techniques, on the range they'd be all good. You start off fresh, start with some good skills, and then improve from there. Surf boats, it's quite timely, this topic at the moment, because we've got a week and a half to go until the state titles. One of our rowers has just had to go into isolation for 7 days for COVID reasons, being in close contact with someone that's come up positive with COVID. Not unusual around the world, but unfortunate timing. And what she's going to have to do is, she might be able to do some physical things being locked down in the home. There'll be some things she can do to keep her fitness up and keep her strength up. But as far as the actual rowing in the boat and the races and the race plan and the preparation for the state titles, it's all going to come down to now visualising the ideal race from the start, from the gun going up and jumping in the boat, doing the perfect start through the waves, getting the nice race plan, doing a few lifts on the way out, turning the can and racing home and catching a wave. So visualising nice flat conditions, visualising choppy conditions, whatever it may be, so that basically when you get to the race, you've been through it 10, 15, 20 times in your head, and it's no different, makes no difference whether you've been in the boat the last 7 days or not. The skills will be there because the brain, as far as the brain's concerned, you've been through that race over and over. So that's where we're at. We're using the power of visualisation, and a lot of it's through necessity, through this unfortunate COVID isolation. But we would add that to our program anyway. And if we were rowing normally, we add the visualisation, so particularly with races coming up, a few mornings in a row, just spend 5 or 10 minutes visualising the race. Use it as you will, use it for sports, use it for anything, business negotiations, deals, things that are coming up. You might run through a few different scenarios in your head and just visualise so that when it happens, you're not surprised when it gets there. But that's the thought for the day, using mental rehearsal to get results. See you tomorrow.